Yeah, what you know, it's your boy Johnny Joe. We already doing it. I can show you where we do it at. I can show you where we do it at. Yeah. So, anyways, one of the best summons in the game, and I can't show you exactly where it's at because I don't want to put any spoilers. I mean, the game's been out for a hot minute, but still, we don't want to do spoilers. But you saw where we were at. You come up to this elevator. It's actually, I should say, Grand Lift. Grand Lift. Okay, so you come up to this Grand Lift, and instead of going to the middle and jumping on the button, you take this immediate right, as you saw we did just now. So you take this immediate right, and you come over here, and there's nothing suspicious going on at all. You got an enemy right there. You walk up to him thinking you can give him some work. He by himself, light work. You know what I'm saying? There's no clues to tell you anything is crazy. Then out of nowhere, you get sucked into a different dimension. They give you this random item. Give you some experience. Like, oh, they about to knock all your runes out you, but they give you some runes. So my summon, I've been using this playthrough of Dung Eater, but on all my other playthroughs, I always use Rollo. And he's pretty solid, man. Like I've never had any complaints with him. He's got great aggro. He doesn't heal. He doesn't heal anything like that, but he uses a double bonk, and both his weapons are the Omenkiller cleavers, and they both have blood loss on them. I want to say heavy great swords, heavy curved sword, something like that, but pretty heavy attacks. Okay, so my little dude Messi says they're great axes, but they both have blood loss on them, and he attacks with them relentlessly. He even has his own special little Ash of War type attack where he double bonks repetitively with some heavy charge attacks, and he does it like 3 double bonks in a row. And basically you're gonna get blood loss with him anytime you use him in a fight. And but I like using I shouldn't say I like using, but I've been using Dung Eater this playthrough because, as you can see, he beat that guy with blood loss. But Dung Eater has blood loss too, but he has those buff Ash of War, so that's why I've been using him this time around. So here's just to let you see Roman. He doesn't have buffs, but he has his own little flamethrower attack that has a pretty wide AOE on it, and it doesn't necessarily kill huge mobs by itself, but the flames on the ground give you a lot of I wouldn't even say poise damage, but they stagger enemies a lot. As you'll see in this playthrough. I'm just gonna let Rollo do his thing at this point. So as you can see, there's like multiple hits, and the fire's burning their feet. It's just burning them up. I'm surprised I didn't have that shield earlier on. But of course he's tanky, and I call them legendary summons. But basically, like, out of the summons, you have like different tiers, and I say, the S tier is pretty much always going to be the ones that are anywhere near how Mimic tier was before it got nerfed. And I think Rollo and Dung Eater. There's also Black Knife Tish. Black Knife Tish is pretty solid, but there aren't too many summons that are still at the same quality as, that could battle like Mimic tier, where they could fight a boss on their own. There's, about 4 or 5 of them starting nowadays, but he's got his flamethrower attack and a whole lot of blood damage, a whole lot of blood loss, and it's just one of the best summons in the game, man. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you get them. Yeah.